Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Dawn, and good morning, Matthew, and good morning to anybody else who jumps on. Just waiting to see if the numbers update. And it's just gone 6 a.m. here in Newcastle. So, good morning. Yeah, hi, Dawn. Okay, and once again, if I'm squinting it over here like this, it's because my eyes are still troubling me a little bit. Um, yeah, I hate putting ointment in, and that's what I have to do, and it makes my eyes I can't see. It's like there's a film over my eyes. I can't see anything. Oh, hi, Tina. Great to see you. Nice hair. I'm at that in between stage. I'm sure you ladies can all relate. I'm at that in between stage where I go, do I keep growing it or do I get it cut? So that's where I'm at the moment. Yes, and we're at that stage right now. Hi, Tariq. Good morning. Great to see you. Okay, so this morning I've got two uh, replays, two delves into the archives, into the vault for us today. The first one is from a really, really long time ago, from back in I'd say it's around about 1990 again. We were in the UK from 1988 until 1991. So it's somewhere during that time. I think it was around 1990. And we're off to see the Bluebell Railway. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a moment. Okay, yeah, hi, Dawn. Hi, Tarek. Okay, that's greetings. So the second one is when we go to Mt Annan. I don't know, some of you may recall that we went to see the mass planting of the paper daisies, which was absolutely beautiful. And I was also beset with signal issues at that day. I found myself standing in one spot and not being brave enough to move off that spot because the signal just took a dive every time I moved, even a fraction of a centimetre, it seemed. And I also got a little bit belligerent with someone else who was being very naughty in amongst the flowers. But you'll see what I mean when we get there. All right, so the Bluebell Railway, well, that's a train line in Sussex. It's a heritage train line. It was shut down in the 1950s by British Railway. It's located in Sussex, between London and the south coast, near to a town called, well, it actually travels between East, let me double check that, I've got that up here. It travels between East Grinstead, for those who know, and what's the first station? Haywards Heath, I think, but it travels through a town called Horsted Canes, and that's the station that we actually begin from. So we're going to see some steam trains. We're going to see some. We're actually going to hop on the train. You won't hear me speaking during this. It was very old footage, and the sound was not discernible. So I've laid over a bit of a sound, a music track over it, just to add to the atmosphere. But basically, what it says here is that on the 23rd of March, 2013, the Bluebell Railway started to run through to its new East Grinstead terminus station. It's the first preserved standard gauge steam operated passenger railway in the world to operate a public service. It says the society ran its first train on 7th of August 1960, less than 3 years after the line from East Grinstead to Lewes, there we go, had been closed by British Railways. So that's the background to the Bluebell Railway. Tariq or Dawn, are you familiar with the Bluebell Railway? You guys are the locals, Tariq in London and Dawn from the north. Tariq, have you ever travelled on it? Let me know. Okay, so let's get that one up and started. Let's go.
Please alight here and cross by the subway to platform number 1. Passengers who hold tickets for the Northern Extension branch line service, change here please and go through the subway to platform number 1. The train at platforms 3 and 4 forms the 210 service to Sheffield Park.
right, so that was the Bluebell Railway. It was just a very brief little train ride. Well, it wasn't, but our skills as as movie makers, which we're not even today. Back then, we were still getting to know the old video camera. There was lots of zooming in, zooming out, and panning and stuff that made watching it a little bit interesting. So I had to do some fairly heavy-handed editing to make it interesting. I felt. What did you think? Did you enjoy the experience on the Bluebell Railway? It's fun going back into the archives and seeing some of the things that we did way back then. And I'm not going to sort of foist too much on you or too lengthy. I'll try and keep it brief and interesting. Lovely to see them. Thanks, Dawn. All right, so next up we have, oh, hi. Yeah, thanks, Matthew. I thought for a minute then I thought it was someone new came on, but again, I'm peering through my dodgy. I might as well just take the glasses off. It wouldn't be any more blurred. So we're off to see the Mt Annan paper daisy display now, and just to begin with, I debated whether to cut this bit out or not. Back then, I was going through huge issues with getting actually launching a stream with Hago, and it seemed like every time I tried to launch, I would have some kind of technical issue. So there's a little bit of frustration right at the very beginning. Hello, Emily. Lovely to see you. So yeah, there's a little bit of frustration right at the very beginning, and then we're going to see lots and lots of the beautiful paper daisies and some other things as well. So let's get that up.
Hi everyone. That took 10 minutes of spinning wheel to get on. Hi, good morning. I'm almost in tears. I can see that there were so many people joined, and I don't blame the ones who gave up. All right, I am not going to move from this spot very far because this is where I found 4 bars, and if I stray a meter to the left or the right, it drops to 1. So we're going to stay pretty well basically put. Oh, hi everybody. All right, so before we begin, I'd like to acknowledge that we meet today on the traditional lands of the Wiradjuri people, I believe it is here. It might be Darug. I apologise to anyone who has connection to land and country for getting that wrong. I'm probably Darug. Pay respects to their elders past, present and emerging. And even just standing here, it's dropped down to 2 bars and back up to 5. So who can say? Yes, Charmaine, I had trouble joining. Charmaine, welcome. Have you done your first tour yet? I think I might be. No, I'm booked in for it. It's coming up, isn't it? And please pop your channel in. Charmaine is about to do her very first tour in the next few days. So please pop your channel link into the chat so that everyone can follow you. All right, let's get started. Look where I'm standing. And as I said, I'm not going to move very far, but we will get in nice and close, and I will keep an eagle eye on this signal. It's gone down to 1. Oh no, I don't want to do that. How about we try just zooming in first and see what happens? And tell me if I lose the signal. Yeah, we are just going to, as a team, a collective team, we're going to persevere and really try and see if we can't. Yeah, well done, Charmaine. Everyone follow Charmaine's channel. And if I'm not following the chat, it's because I'm really just trying to. All right, we've got 2 bars here. Okay, zoom out again. There's a little koala up the back there. All right, hang it. Let's just go. Let's just walk. Let's just walk and see what happens. This is what we're here for. Sadly, we have already had the Instagrammers damaging the display. I'll show you that in a moment, but let's get down nice and low and see if we can't get a gorgeous shot across the top of these beautiful paper daisies. Okay. It's getting nice and close. Looks like it's attempting to focus. Okay, there we go. It's gorgeous, isn't it, Alison? Are you still in the UK? See, I've got 5 bars here. I move one step back and it drops down to 1. This is what the Instagrammers do. Have a look at this. They get in there, they cross over the ropes, and they think they're entitled to do this sort of thing. It's devastating. Or this. Check out this over here. I am entitled to get my perfect Instagram shot. Look at this. Anyway, let's move on. Let's pretend we didn't see that photo so that you can have it behind your Zoom as a background. No, they've sat on them, Dawn. They've literally sat in amongst them, on top of them, to get themselves surrounded by the flowers. It's just nonsense. Makes me so angry. You know, they spoil it for everybody else. Let's see if I can get a selfie shot, but I'm going to do it this way. Let's see how we go. Got the sun right in my eyes here. Okay, guys. I'm just going to have to squint. Hi, Stefan. I don't know if you have this sort of situation in Amsterdam and the flower displays. Look, this is what Instagrammers do when I think they're entitled to just sit in there amongst the flowers. Look at this for a backdrop. Got the gorgeous grass trees in the back there. Stefan, for anyone who doesn't know, is our guide in Amsterdam. Stefan, can you put your channel link in the chat for us so that everyone who doesn't already know you, I can't imagine there's a single person on Hago who doesn't know you. Please pop your channel in so that we can all follow you. Oh, and it's dropped down to 1 bar again. If there are any other guides that have snuck in and I've missed you, I expect you to do that as well. Okay, let's zoom in on this, and you're going to try for that perfect wallpaper for your device. Well done, Jane. It sounds really interesting. And Stefan, it took me 10 minutes to get on this morning. I was here 5 minutes before, finding the perfect place with a 5-bar signal, and then I got the spinning wheel for 10 minutes while everyone abandoned me. Oh, no. Hi, Leanne. And for anyone who I didn't personally say hello to because I was still struggling to get on, good morning. Look at this perfect, beautiful spring day here in Mt Annan. Mt Annan is the Australian Botanical Garden, which has around about 4,000 species of plants. Yeah, another Instagrammer spot. Yeah. Even with that sign there, or maybe the people, the staff, placed that sign afterwards. We've got a gorgeous grass tree up the back there. The Mt Annan site, the Botanical Garden, the whole property is 400 hectares, which is around about 1,000 acres. It used to be a farm, and we're located around about 60 kilometres from the centre of Sydney, on the southwest outskirts of Sydney. So I'm literally just trying to get you some really nice framing with some of the gorgeous Australian wildflowers in the background. I'm having trouble seeing at the moment because of the glare. Hi, Mary Lou. So over in the background there we have the lovely red kangaroo paw flowers next to something that I really don't know what it is with those creamy spikes on top. And forgive me, I can't read the chat at the moment. The sun glare is just making it really difficult. Let's look back this way. Sorry, I'm just reading that, Jane. My son lives in Camden near Mt Annan. My brother-in-law lives in Narellan. And their daughter went to Wollongong University. Okay, let's look right across the top of these ones here. Let's zoom in a little. Over in the background there we have one of the gardens is dedicated to tree ferns, palms, pines, that sort of thing. But it has a big sign up there, closed for a private function. So I was debating whether I should go in there today because I know my signal drops just over there. It looks like we can't anyway. Let me show you the trademark for the Botanic Gardens. Just over the back there. So these ones are actually quite soft. If I'm to touch them, they don't feel like the real paper daisies that I'm familiar with. Let me, I'm reluctant to even touch them because I think it's not really what you're supposed to be doing, but here we go. They're quite soft. I'm going to show you in a moment the real paper daisies, or actual real like paper. Hi, Annette. And as predicted, we had all sorts of technology issues this morning, but look, we're here. Look at this. So I'm going to turn this way. I'll just notice that I'm still zoomed in, so let's zoom out a little first. I'm struggling being able to see my screen at the moment, but I can see that we're down to 2 bars, so we're going to persist. And we've got the little koala in the background and the grass tree. Let's zoom in on those. And there's a gorgeous little young grass tree over here that I want to get up close to show you as well. There's so much I want to show you here, but every which way I turn, the signal just takes a dive. These ones are more papery, I think. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yeah, can you hear the scratchiness? So that's more like what your traditional paper daisy is like, and this red one here. But they do these ones, the softer ones, the pink, the yellow, the white in the mass planting. Good morning, anyone who I might have missed in the chat. I'm really struggling to see the screen at the moment because of the sun, basically. There's the tree logo for the Botanical Garden over there in the background, the Australian Botanic Garden, Mt Annan. Yes, it was grandmother, mother and child. Over in the background there's a lake, and what I'd like to do at some point is actually video in the areas of this garden that you can't get a signal driving around the property. Look, we could look for kangaroos, we could look for interesting birds. Here's a lapwing coming across the grass here. What are you saying, Annette? Yeah, I know pink's your favourite colour, that's right. Let's go back and have a look at more of the pink. I'm really sorry, everyone. I'm totally missing the chat because I just can't. If anyone knows the answers to any of the questions that are being posed in the chat, I'm more than happy for you to interject on my behalf. This is a juvenile grass tree just starting to flower. And I'm down to 2 bars again. Let's get another shot of these paper daisies. I'm looking for those big ones again. We'll go back the other way and have a look for those in a moment. Here's another one of these, juvenile grass trees with the paper daisies in the background. Yeah, and here I'm at 5. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It's not as if I'm going uphill or downhill. Closer to the visitor centre and in the car park, it was 1 bar. It's just ridiculous. Very, very frustrating. I don't know what these are, but they're very cute. It's getting nice and close to one of those. And then you've got these gorgeous red ones. I don't know what they are either. There's waratahs in flower over near the visitor centre, but I don't trust myself to go over there and actually show them to you because I'm absolutely certain I'll lose you. And this is really cool. Thanks, Annette. I could read that one. Here we go. Let's get in nice and close here. It seems like the sun's dipped a little. I'm having a better time of reading. It's really gorgeous. Really, really gorgeous here. Jane, absolutely beautiful. And I just bought a camera mount for my car. So I'm actually going to have a go at driving around with the camera mounted, the phone mounted in the camera mount, and see if I can get some great video. This is a kind of grevillea, and some of them, it's less obvious with this one. Some of them are actually known as spider flowers. Now, 1 bar. Let's go. Let's go back the way we came. I don't like 1 bar. 1 bar scares me. 2 bars. That's better. You're going to do a travel journal for me, Annette? I look forward to it. So here's some of the bigger straw daisies or paper daisies. But I'm actually looking for ones that are quite close to the path that I saw a little while ago. One bar. Help, get me out of here. Oh, I'm sorry. I walked straight in front of somebody just now. Here we go. These ones are like the ones I'm looking for. Okay, let me just, yeah, see that? They're really paper-like or straw-like. And then they're planted right next to some gorgeous yellow kangaroo paw with a lovely grevillea in the background. Here we go. Some bigger ones here. And there's a big bee, like not a real bee. There's a big bee. One bar again. It's just an unreliable site. It's really frustrating. All right, there's the bee. So we've seen the koala, we've seen the bee. There's a person hard at work in the middle of the garden. If anyone's joined that I haven't seen, welcome. I just can't see the screen at the moment. The sunshine is just too bright. I'm really struggling. I can't see the chat, and I can't even see how much time I've got left on the tour. I did cut it short. I cut it down to 40 minutes. I was going to do an hour. I was going to try and walk between some of the gardens here, but not knowing what the signal was going to do for me, I thought it was better really just to keep it to this little area here. I can't even see what this looks like as a picture through the screen. I hope that looks lovely. I think it does, the pink and the yellow together. All right, let's get back over to those daisies for some last. I believe they're common in Western Australia, but they're not common on the East Coast in the wild. Okay, let's go back over and have a look at some of those pink and yellow, the main display one last time. I'm not sure what this plant is. It's quite pretty. And for anyone who's wondering, it's 13 degrees at the moment, which is positively warm compared to what I've been. Oh, look, she's just stepped out of the garden. She literally just stepped out of the garden there. Right next to a sign that says, please don't step on the garden. God, honestly. You know you're not supposed to sit in there, yeah? I don't know. There's a rock. You're not supposed to step. The rope's there for a reason. This is me being middle-aged grumpy old lady. Oh no. Sorry guys, I just went yeah, all horrible on my tour. There's a rock. Yeah, thanks for the support. I avoid confrontation. I hate it. But sometimes people just annoy me. How are we going for time? I can't even read how much time we've got left. Oh, thanks, Gregory. Time is time. 34 minutes. I'm just wondering whether I should try and go across the road to where the Waratah is. Should we chance it? What do you think? Should we chance it and go and try and see the Waratah? It's beautiful. There's about 5 flowers on this Waratah bush over there. Maybe I should get hubby to go in and sort those women out. What do you think? I'm going to say, hang on. Richard, is it worth letting these gardeners know what those 2 women are up to? Anyway, let's move on. There's a little minor bird coming across the grass here towards us. These guys can be quite aggressive in nesting season. There he is there. They're called noisy miners. They'll tackle bigger birds. And apparently they'll even, off he goes, they'll even swoop people, I believe, although I've never seen or experienced it. Big Blue, that plant's called. Jane, she said to me, there's a rock. They understand. If I lose you, I'll preempt it by saying thank you for coming along and enjoying the beautiful flowers with me this morning. And as always, I love your company on my tours. But hopefully the signal's going to hold and we're going to be able to see these Waratah eco voyages that I was getting into argy-bargy with. Grumble, grumble. Okay, there's the Waratah there. Let's zoom in on it. Give me a thumbs up and let me know that you're all still with me. And I haven't let it be known outside of the tours, but I'm meeting up with Alex tomorrow evening for sunset. Alex is travelling back down to Victoria in his camper, and he's live streaming on a different platform. So I took that as an opportunity to make to joint stream with him on Hago, and it's going to be a lot of fun, I'm sure. We might be battling the rain and holding brollies and what have you, but I've got a little surprise for him that involves Vegemite. We might have a Vegemite dinner. Here's some more of these gorgeous paper daisies. Oh yeah, see things now. It's 38 minutes seeing people behind me. We've got this thing. I'm not sure what this is. These big purple flowers. Let's get in nice and close. Is that in focus, guys? I can't tell. Okay. Well, I'm relieved to see that you're all here and still replying to me since I'm still on 1 bar. And we've just tipped over the 40-minute mark. So I took some photos as we got out of the car of some gorgeous rainbow lorikeets in this grevillea bush up here. Is not a world-friendly time. That's why sunsets, to be honest. Okay, the rainbow lorikeets have disappeared, just full of nectar. All right, let me turn around and find a spot where I can say goodbye to you all. How about here? I'll just take a seat in the shade. I can read while I can see the screen. Oh, thanks, Dawn. You posted a link about the paper daisies. Thank you for that. Alison, very grateful for your support. Thank you. The puppies are over it. They're like, Mum, can you give it a rest? Okay. Let me see. Sorry, I do need to go back and see some of your chat because I missed most of it. Where are we? Oh, Abe, you missed all the daisies. Oh, I'm sorry. And Joanne, thank you for your support. Yeah, agree. Annette, common sense and courtesy, absolutely. I still feel bad for speaking out because I'm not a speaking out kind of person. But there you go. All right, I think that kind of covers most of what I missed. Yeah, hi, Abe. Oh dear. All right. Here, look, sitting on this lovely bench in the car park. I've got 5 bars. Wouldn't you know it? Let's turn this thing around. Hi, everyone. I'm down to single layer today. That's how warm it is. Isn't that great? I've got sunglasses here ready. It's a gorgeous spring day. We're about to head off and catch up with some family members now, which are literally on the other side of Sydney. So we'll be taking, I think it's around about an hour and a half, nearly 2 hours perhaps, depending on traffic, to get from where we are at Mt Annan across to the other side of Sydney in a place called Hornsby. So we've got a fair old trek ahead of us today. And then tomorrow morning, oh, thanks, Katie. Katie, you're awesome. So tomorrow morning we'll be out to do. We're going to a morning tea. Isn't that nice? And it's going to be where we get to learn about bushfire preparedness. So that'll be nice. And then I'll be heading off over to the northern beaches. Oh look, I just had a coffee delivered to me. That's nice. Here, come and say hello. No, this side.
Hello. Found a feather.
Found a feather. Thank you, Laurie. Yes, so I'm heading over to the northern beaches, and then I'll meet up with Alex. Thank you, Michelle. This tree that I'm in front of, the one behind me. What's behind me? I'm not sure what's behind me. Let's look up. As I always say, you should always look left, right, and up. And we're going to look up at the tops. Oh, that's not going to work. This way is what I need to do. Always look up. And what you can hear at the top of the trees there is more rainbow lorikeets, but they need to come down a bit for us to see them. There we go. Just doing that, I went from 5 bars to 3 to 2 and back up to 4. Ridiculous. I haven't moved other than the camera. All right. Again, thank you all for coming, and I will see you on another tour hopefully later in the week. Thursday morning, my time, I'm going to be seeing in the day at Narrabeen Lake, where we'll see more birds, and hopefully the sun might show its face, but I'm not holding out much hope on Thursday. We've got rain forecast for the next 3 days. All right, everyone. Thank you all. 400 postcards, Dawn. Thank you. I'm bound to be at the top of that yesterday on Hago list, aren't I? All right, everyone. Just sort of quickly scrolling through what's still up here. You're welcome, everybody. It's always my pleasure. Always my pleasure. And Annette, did you post your link? Did you post your channel link, Annette? We got Stefan too. We got Charmaine too. Did you? Come on, do it now. Has she done it yet? I'm still scrolling. There we go. Thanks, Annette. Everyone who isn't already following Annette, please do so. Oh, you've got a tour in and out. I'm sorry I won't be able to make that one, Annette. We are hitting the road. Okay, that's enough. I'm just rambling now. Bye, everyone. Let's turn this camera around. You can see this lovely wattle tree to finish off.
All right. So yeah. Yeah, so you were there, Dawn, and were you the one taking all the postcards, or was that the other Dawn? I know there were two Dawns around at that time, and I remember I think it was the other Dawn who used to take hundreds and hundreds of postcards. All right, so yeah, those paper daisies were lovely, and here's me going into full mode as much as I do. Yeah, some people, honestly. And as I said, I won't say what I actually thought of them. Entitled is the word Emily used. Yeah, indeed. All right. So, what am I working on at the moment? Stonehenge. Yes, I'm currently working on Stonehenge and Glastonbury tour, Salisbury Cathedral, Old Sarum. That's all in a video that I'm working on at the moment. And the next Hago, what's the next Hago one I'm working on? I'm not sure if I've got something lined up at the moment for my next Hago tour. Where am I up to? Let me see. I'm just having a quick scroll through my list. Mount Annan I've done. Sunset Mrs. Quarry Chair I've done. Oh, Echo Bluff. Yeah, okay, Echo Bluff. Echo Bluff was a place in just down the road from us in Lawson. Lots of Waratahs were out at the time. I think I billed it as a lovely, relaxing walk, and it ended up being a full-on like something like the Kokoda Trail, marching through streams and over rocks and between trees. And Gregory was getting all upset with me, going, "This isn't relaxing. What are you talking about?" You. So yeah, that one's coming up. At the end, I had 1.5 million postcards. Dawn, my goodness, that's insane. Did you ever get any of them? Did you ever get to download any of them? Emily says, I've heard of Glastonbury. My cousin goes to the music festival. Yeah, Glastonbury is an amazing place, Emily. There's there's the site where the music festival is held. There's the ruins of an old cathedral, which I don't recall being actually on this video that I'm working on. But the tour is incredible. It's like this amazing hill, and then right at the top of it is this tower right at the top, and that's quite amazing. So that's what I'm working on right now. Dawn says, Lynn, thankfully I managed to download most of them. Wow, you must have some incredible storage space. I'm struggling with my computer's memory at the moment. It keeps telling me my memory's full, and I don't want to pay for extra storage. I'm going to have to go out and buy a external hard drive, I think. It's the only way I'm going to be able to manage it. What else? Yeah, that's about it. Okay, so that's what I'm working on at the moment. Oh, and yes, today there's a rehearsal for the Wuthering Heights thing that's happening next Saturday. So today I'm hoping to pick up a few, although they may not be in costume. They're all supposed to wear red and a flower in their hair and a black bandana around their waist and, look like Kate. But I'm not sure if they're going to be dressed that way today. I'll see what I can get in terms of postcard photos to be a banner image. That's why I haven't posted it yet. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go back into my own archives for pics from the last time we did it, which was at Woodford Academy, which actually happened yesterday. So in the Blue Mountains, they did their Wuthering Heights event yesterday, and here in Newcastle, it's next Saturday. So I'm going to post that as an event. I'm going to take you all along to it because it's so much fun. There's just so much joy and exuberance and what do you call it? Carefree. Just they don't. There's no inhibitions. It's just lovely. So we're going to do that next Saturday, and we'll post that as an event as soon as I've got all the details ready. All right. Thanks, everyone. Again, lovely to see you all. We just had a very small group this morning. It was lovely. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day or evening in the UK. I know that it's getting a bit late now. In the Americas, I think it's probably around about the middle of the day for you guys. Enjoy the rest of the day or your evening, wherever you happen to be. Okay. Thanks, everyone. Bye for now.